Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp on the draw for game one. Hand's a bit weird. We don't know what we're playing against. Casting window wise, on two we're either playing Rumble or K command, so this Talisman's kind of dead. So we'll keep the K return in case we play against something more aggressive, I think. Into the blind, the Talisman's probably better, but just in case energy, for example, I think we're better off with the K return in hand. We'll draw. Of course, we draw into our second K return. We'll hold up Temple. And see, Arid Mesa fetch 19. Elegant Parlor Surveil makes me a bit concerned. This is Ruby Storm, but the Ocelot Pride would suggest otherwise. Do we see a Johnny on two? We see a Voice of Victory on two. We'll draw. This means I can't really do much about the K command, or can't do much about the voice unless I K command it, which I think is probably correct since it isn't cleared by the K return anyways. So let's go Scry Draw, Exile the voice. We could ramp Exile. We'll be up to 6, 7, down to 6. I mean, it means that we can kick a Myco spawn, but I think Scry Draw, Exile probably better here. Since we probably plan to sweep next turn anyways. X equals 2, voice down, Utopia Sprawl, Ice Still. It's kind of interesting. We definitely Verdant Catacomb fetch for a Stomping Ground, but again we are unlikely to play the Sprawl. Kind of like the idea of the Ice Still. We can find another green source off the Rumble, so I'll go bottom top draw and pass. And pass. Also, Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully all are doing well. So yes, let's go Verdant Catacomb fetch. Opponent missed a land drop. Stomping Ground Shock for the K return. And we'll pass. 3 types in yard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dash and a Rag. Rag will connect. Rag will pilfer a sire. Would have liked that. White source, Guide of Souls, Ragavan back to hand. There's a Myco spawn. Yeah, I like the idea of kicking a Myco spawn here. I will imprint the Emrakul. And one more. We'll kick the white source and go for a forest here. That way we can rumble. I'll grab a temple and we will pass and hold 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have Emrakul next turn and a K returning yard. I mean, this should just be GG's. Marsh Flats fetch down to 18. Elegant Parlor Surveil and plays a Rag. There's the Rag, trigger, and draw, Sanctum, go to combat, swing of Myco. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need to play the temple, we can play the Sanctum and pick up another card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. I will pick up the Emrakul, play the Sanctum. And K returns Sanctum, Emrakul, yield all, opponent will scoop it up, and we got the win. Good stuff. Alright, so we'll bring in the Heat, Dismember. Bajig stays. The Ghost Quarters can probably go. And trim out a rumble as well, and we should be good. Alright, imagine we'll be on the draw for game 2. Hand is kind of meh, unless I find a green source here. We can make this work. Do we dig 4 deep or 8 deep? I think 8 deep in this case, since I'm digging for something specific. I either need a forest or fetch or a talisman. Sacred Foundry, shock, down to 17. For an Ocelot Pride. Trigger. Whiff on the green source there. The temple really does nothing, so I'm going to pull nothing here. And there is the forest, so we take the forest. We'll draw for Sprawl red. And pass. And pass. Arid Mesa fetch. For a plains. Voice of Victory. Voice of Victory actually kind of good here. Because my casting window of this K return gets much worse by comparison now. I mean, we can still cast it now, get rid of the Pride. The worst case scenario... No. I'm trying to think of the worst case scenario here. I think we hold the K return another turn, unfortunately. We'll tuck a Devourer and pass. And hold. Sacred Foundry, shock 15 for... Yeah, the voice kind of throws a wrench into my sequencing here. Is this an Ajani? Guide of Souls. They can't float yet unless they have another creature. There's the Johnny. We pass in full, which means they can float something since the Voice of Victory. If they float the Ocelot Pride, we're kind of in danger. The good news is we'll catch the Guide of Souls and a Johnny. So, give and take, I suppose. What do you float, is the question. If you float the Voice, that'd be the best case scenario, but floating the Guide of Souls, or the Ocelot Pride, is correct here. All the triggers. The good news is now we can sweep. There's Talisman. So, how do you want to proceed here? I will imprint Devourer. Cast the Talisman. Yeah, I'll cast the Talisman and then K return. We'll pass. Next turn we can play Sire and sweep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Worst case scenario is a Blood Moon. Even Pyro's fine. We can sweep that. We'll take, what, 6 here? Down to 6? Discharge, Guide to Yard. Mobilize. As I said, we'll take 6. I think the sweep off the K return should close it out. Yield all. And draw. Sanctum of Ugin, 2, 4, 6, 7. Sanctum, yeah. Trigger. Yield all. Yes. We have 7. Honestly, I think going for another Sire is fine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Sire. Yes. And pass. And that should be GG's. Arid Mesa fetch down to 29. Surveil. Unless they have a Hasty Flage here. They do not. Marsh Flats for Flage. Flage Helix down to 3. Draw. Sprawl. Go to combat. Attack with Sire. Down to 10. 2, 4, 6, 7. We'll play the Wooded Foothill. I'm not going to sprawl here. A little bit frayed as far as life totals are concerned, but if we get a turn cycle, we should just win. Opponent will surveil. They will get a Flage. One card in hand. And we get a surveil as well, right? Yes, we do. There's a Wreath of Glory. I mean, that's a hasty Flage, but it's not enough. Opponent will scoop it up, and we'll take the win. All right, we'll be back for match number 2. All right, we're back for match 2 on the play for game 1. Hand's a bit weird, but workable. Depends on what we see off the Devourer. Since it doesn't have anything castable, I think we do dig 8. Opponent is going to reveal a Leyline of the Guild Pack. This is Zoo. One of these moments where I do wish I had access to Chrysalis. We'll take Rumble here. And then Forest, Sprawl, Red, Pass, Pass. Forest, Green. Oh, this is Nykthos. This is not Zoo. Okay. Draw, Rumble, Emrakul. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look at our types right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so we're not close to Emrakul. What we can do instead is grab Lab and set up the Shifting Woodland. Yes. So actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can grab the Lab, set up for Shifting Wood. So we'll play the Shifting Wood. 4 types are in Yard. We'll pass. And pass. So next turn we can clock them with Emrakul and put them on a 2-turn clock. There's the Nykthos, like I thought. So they have 1, 2, 2, 5 mana with the Arbor Elf. Utopia Sprawl, that will be 6 now. So they have a Storm. Yep, Nykthos. And that should be 6. Do you have a Storm the Festival? You have a Kiora, untap Nykthos. You're up to 7, -2. You have 8 mana. Sprawl. You have, I mean, it's mana neutral, so it's still 8 mana. Do you have Storm? You have Storm. What do you pull? I used to play Mono Green Nykthos and Pioneer, so I know this deck all too well. You find Bramble Familiar and a Leyline. Honestly, pretty mid, minus the Familiar. We'll draw. Go Misty Rainforest. Fetch for a Forest. Question now becomes, do I hit the Kiora or do I hit the Bramble Familiar? I think I need to hit the Kiora, as awkward as that is. Because otherwise they just have way too much mana. So we're going to Shifting Woodland. I'm going to target the Sire in that case. Go to combat, attack Kiora, and pass. So Kiora down. Next turn we can imprint Devourer. Opponent's thinking hard here. Not sure what about. One card in hand. Bramble Familiar can't block. Yeah, interesting to see Nykthos again. Not sure why it suddenly made a resurgence. Not sure if someone just like put up results or what. We'll pass in full. I mean, they still have a lot of mana. That's 4, 8, 10, 12 mana. In addition to the Arbor Elf. So they're going to be able to storm again. But taking out the Kiora at least slows things down. Not to mention they also have the Bramble Familiar. But they should just storm first. No reason to Bramble Familiar right now. Sequencing wise, I mean, you can go the Cavalier. But I still think... Oh, you have a Deserted Temple now. I mean, you have all the mana in the world. This should be a GG's. They should win here on the spot. There's no world where they shouldn't between Bramble Familiar and Storm. I still think they should have Stormed first, but yeah, give and take. Flashback. Like I said, this should be GG's. I don't think I win here. There's Karn, Fanatic of Ronus. Interesting. The Fanatic's a bit weird. I personally don't like it here, but I can see its utility. Bramble Familiar then puts back the hand. I'm not even sure they need to go that far here. They have 2 Kioras in Yard, which means they should be able to Karn for Cauldron, right? With the amount of mana they have, they should just be able to Karn for Cauldron and win. I don't even think they need to go digging with Bramble Familiar. I guess they still need a Karn in Yard. Yeah, so they still need a second Karn, but again, that shouldn't be an issue. Because yeah, at this point, Karn can just go for... what was this? Oh, Turn Timber Symbiote. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. And then Karn minus for Cauldron. Yep. So you go Cauldron first. Honestly, I feel like you should have picked up Overgrowth Troll. Wait, why are you going Leveler? What the fresh what? I mean, you have the... Okay. Why are we going Leveler? Why did you not go Cauldron? What is happening here? You literally have the win and you fumbled it. Okay, sure. Because now you have second Karn in Yard. You could have won on this turn. All you had to do is Cauldron, pick up Kiora. Like, pick up Kiora, play Kiora, untap Nykthos. Activate Nykthos. I mean, yeah, you have a winning board state, but I could literally win on this turn. Ugh, okay. There's nothing worse than watching someone play a deck you know how to play poorly. How much damage is this right now? 1, 6, 7, 13, 18, 24. So, in that case, we Lab, Imprint, Devourer, Emrakul, go to combat, swing at Karn and pass. Karn down, we're not dead. So we have another turn now. Like I said, they had me dead to rights. All they needed to go was for the Cauldron in the sideboard off Karn and go off. But now we have a potential turn. So you have 23 mana. What can you do with it? You have the Bramble Familiar, so you can go digging with Bramble Familiar again. There's already 2 Karns in yard. Untap. Tap. 43 mana. I mean, again, you have the win the moment you find Karn. Okay. Go for Cauldron. Just go for the win with Stonebrain. If you present the loop, I will concede. Go for Cauldron. Pull Kiora, pull Karn. That's all you need to do. Walking Bliss will work as well. You know, we'll concede to that. That's fine. Again, opponent didn't need to give me another turn, but I'm not sure if they know the loop. A lot of people didn't understand the loop with Nykthos being able to Cauldron, pick up Kiora, pick up Karn, go Karn, go Chain Veil, and just win on the spot. It's such a nutty combo. I guess to be fair, they would have went Karn, pick up Chain Veil, activate Chain Veil, pick up Cauldron, pick up Kiora, minus, or Nykthos minus Kiora, Storm, and then go off. Cool. So what do we want here? We want Flute, probably Heat Dismember, Dump Decay Returns. But Jukabog's somewhat relevant. Ghost Quarter is very relevant. Gemstone out. We could dump a Jukabog. Otherwise, maybe a Sire. But Jukabog can keep him off some shenanigans, especially as opponent doesn't seem to know how to play their deck well. How's Storm the Festival read? Storm the Festival. Put. Okay. Actually, hold on. Well, the top 5 cards are library. Look at the top 5. Ooh, hold on. Creatures. It is permanence, though, so they can dodge it. Yeah, never mind then. Never mind. Because it is creatures in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield, but the things they want to hit most often are planeswalkers or permanents. I think we run it back like this. Yep. On the play for game 2, Rumble. Sure. Angling for Emrakul. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, this deck would be even more busted now than it used to be with all the new additions. I mean, even as it is in Pioneer, it's still a decent deck. It definitely is not the tier it used to be, though, given that it no longer has access to Karn. Mega Spawn top, and pass, and pass. Do you have an elf that I can heat? Or we bolt the bird here. Nope, Sprawl. That's fine. So in that case, we're going to imprint Emrakul and Rumble. Grab the Temple and pass. And pass. So now we can kick Myco next turn. Hit the Forest, grab a Ghost Quarter, follow up with another Rumble. Yeah, I don't know why this is suddenly making a resurgence. Kind of interesting. 3 mana for Kiora. Yep, we have 5 types in yard. Untap the Forest for Fanatic of Ronus. Oh, the ice still just put the nail in the coffin. Good shit. We will kick the Myco. Myco kick. Kick the Forest. Ghost Court of the Nykthos. Probably. Kick the Forest. Ghost Quarter. The Nykthos. Do we want to Ghost Quarter the Nykthos now? As it stands, they have 1, 2. I don't think we need to Ghost Quarter it now, to be honest. Debating. Yeah, we can Ghost Quarter it now. Screw it. We'll pass. It goes down. Next turn we have Ice Till and double Ghost Quarter if needed. Though they're going to have just a ton of basics, so probably don't want to go too deep there. Probably want to instead heat the Kiora. Heat the Kiora, set up for Emrakul. Also, you might heat the Fanatic. What's your Entomb cost? Or Eternalize for? Yeah, so we probably heat the Fanatic, hit the Kiora at this point. Probably forgo the Ice Till, go Rumbling instead. Actually, I guess we can pick up the Stomping Ground. Yeah, we'll do that. Play the Ice Till, pick up the Stomping Ground, heat the Fanatic, smack the Kiora. We'll draw K command, even better. So in that case, we go shifting, green to Ice Till, Stomping Ground, Shock, Ice Till Mill. In that case, yeah, we'll heat the Fanatic and go attacking and smack the Kiora and pass. Overgrowth Troll or Old Growth. Kiora triggers, gets untaps for Sprawl. You're not going to want to do that, though. Another Heat, Ghost Quarter, Mill. So we can exile Overgrowth. We'll Ghost Quarter the Forest. And we will exile Scry Draw. 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do that. Old Growth down. Scry Draw. We'll go bottom and Bone Scooped up. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just playing over food, honestly. Bring the Gemstone, Trim a Rumble, and run it back. Yes. We can make this work, but we need to find a soul land. We'll keep Leyline of the Guild Pact, reveal, play, and exile, and pass. Arbor Elf, trigger, no soul land. In that case, I'm going to pull the Rumble. Sanctum, Rumble, Temple, and pass, and pass. Next turn we have the K command. Worst case scenario here is they play a Nykthos. And we have the Flute, which will help. Ugin, we should be able to get down pretty quickly, too. Yeah, there's the Nykthos, so they have access to 5. If they have a Kiora, they can go off this turn. There's 5. Cavalier's pretty good, though. Halfling. Draw. Temple. So, what can we do here? We can get rid of Halfling, flute the Arbor Elf, yeah? So we can ramp and exile the Halfling. X equals 2. 2 cards in hand. Their best play was Cavalier, though. I'm half tempted to hold the flute. Maybe just drop the Arbor Elf then. Yeah, I'll just do that. Ramp and exile. Let's drop the Arbor Elf. And we'll pass. Hold up flute, hold up K command. If they play Kiora here, we'll name Kiora, name Karn, we'll name Karn. 8. Yep. Do you have the storm? Awkward part about storm is I won't have the ability to respond after things enter unless there's an ETB trigger. Bit awkward. Fetch quest. This just pulls creatures, right? Yes, it just pulls creatures. That's fine. There's a Stormin Yard. We can exile the Stormin Yard. Did you whiff? Or land? I guess you can pull Nykthos. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. You can pull Nykthos. Put it onto the battlefield. Activate Nykthos into Storm. Yup. And I have no opportunity to react. 8. Storm is 10, though. So they're off Storm unless you have another one in hand. Ronus, internalize. Yes, that is fine. Anything else in your yard that I need to worry about? No. This is a copy, so it doesn't get the benefit of... There's Karn. We'll flute. Name Karn the Great Creator. And pass in full. They'll attack for 5, down to 15. We need to take the storm out of yard. No blocks. We'll draw into a temple. So we will go ramp and exile cards in yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also could exile the Cavalier, but I'm not exactly pressed on that. I suppose at this point we are going to grab 5, I guess 6 cards since we're ramping. Right? So 1. We can't Ugin this turn. We do not have enough mana. Not to mention they have enough mana to cast the Storm the Festival from yard. Temples are for Eldrazi. Ugin, unfortunately, is not an Eldrazi, as cool as that would be. So we'll go Nykthos, Nykthos, Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. We'll go Cavalier and Garruk. Done. And done. Sanctum trigger. We are going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 5. I'll say yield all. Do I want to go for Emrakul right now? Honestly, I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to wait till after the Ugin. Ugin, 3, 7. So we can go Ugin to Sire next turn. Though maybe we actually go, instead of that, we go for Myco Spawn. It's not a bad idea, actually. Let's grab Myco. And we'll pass. And pass. What'd you get? Maybe I should have left 1 mana back, the gemstone, and went for Myco. Bramble Familiar played. We could have went Myco, Ghost Quarter, and hit the Nykthos, actually. That may have been the right call. Haunt Woods is fine. I mean, you have all the mana in the world, but if you don't have anything to do with it, I don't really care. We'll get clocked for, what, 10, down to 5, and we should just be able to win next turn, I think. Draw, Shifting Woodland, unfortunately comes into play tapped. So we can now Ugin, 0 Myco, Ghost Quarter, Nykthos. Otherwise, 2-4. Let's see, 2-4, 5-6 leaves back 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. So we can't go Myco into Ugin. That's so unfortunate because the Shifting Woodland's going to play untapped. So what we can do is... Oh, we can't even go Ugin into Sire, can we? No. So the best thing we can do is Ugin the Myco. Okay. I guess we also could do non-kicked Myco. 1, 2, 3, 4... Forest, yeah, so let's go Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugin, Exile, Cavalier. Yes. Yield all. If we Ugin 0, exile the Overlord, we have to block the Ronus. The problem is I kind of want to get rid of the... Yeah, I guess we have to do it like this. So let's 0 Myco. This is actually kind of tight. Green, trigger. Exile the Overlord. Yes. Yield all. Go for a Ghost Quarter. Play the Shifting and Ghost Quarter target the Nykthos. We can now block the Fanatic, take 3. Yes, we'll pass. This is very narrow. All because of Shifting Woodland, for God's sake. I love shifting, but in this one instance, I kind of hate it. Any reason not the Ghost Quarter on draw step? No, but I don't think it matters. I'd rather just do it while they're tapped down. There's a possibility they have an instant speed spell that I'm not accounting for. I'd just rather do it now. They have a ton of forests. It's a mono green deck, so getting rid of all their lands is just not an option. This flute is doing a lot of work on this card right now. How much mana they have? 4, 5, 9, 10 mana. 9. I guess you can go fetch quest again, can't you? 4, 8, 9, 2, 7 fetch quest. So you can fetch quest. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but it is an option you can do. It also means you're not pressuring my life total, which is good for me because we have solutions next turn. Yep, so they're going to fetch quest. Deserted Temple's fine. Not exactly doing much. So not going to pressure my life total, which is good for me. In retrospect, we actually could have exiled the Fanatic of Ronus, leaving them the Cavalier. May have been fine. They only find another Fanatic empty-handed. We're in a good position now. I'd like to see a land next turn. We'll draw. That's not a land, but it is a talisman, which means we can exile more things. So we'll go talisman. Talisman will exile the Fanatic, yield all, and then Ugin minus for Sire 7 death. And we'll exile what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you draw into a Nykthos, how many Nykthoses have we seen? 2. I guess we could take out the ley line of the Guild Pact to avoid you having a lot of mana for Nykthos. That might be right. Yes. That does sound right. Leyline out. And pass. No attacks. And pass. What say you, opponent? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Fanatic. That's fine. So now you can generate 4, 5, 6. Bramble Familiar. Okay. This is all fine. We draw. Verdant Catacomb, we draw. I don't really have anything in the yard for us to Shifting Wood. So in that case, I'll play the Verdant Cat and attack. You are Karn with Sire. I'm actually going to attack Karn here and play it safe. I want Karn down in case you pull a Boseiju. Karn's down, up to 15, we pass. There's a world where we can Shifting Woodland into a Ghost Quarter. We'll see if that comes to pass. Bramble Familiar returns the hand. They have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. We have access to Commercial District still? We do. Bramble Familiar goes digging. Finds Cavalier of Thorns. Tries to find Nykthos, I'd imagine. And there's the Cavalier. Cavalier will mill. Finds the Nykthos. Mills the Kiora Karn, though. Did not find another Storm unless they have it in hand. Again, at this point, we can activate Shifting Woodland to become a copy of Ghost Quarter into the Nykthos if they try and untap it, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Ghost Quarter, green, green, 1, 2. Becomes Ghost Quarter. Shifting Woodlands is such a fun card. Shifting Woodlands, hit the Nykthos. Sorry, no more shenanigans for you. Not allowed. You can go searching. Untaps a land, fails. I think that's all the Nykthos now. Yeah, it's all for Nykthos. So Nykthos is out. All they have now are their mana dorks. Eternalize, another Fanatic. And Bramble Familiar to play. Sure. Honestly, I think they probably should keep the Bramble Familiar in exile on an adventure, just because we can exile it to Ugin. Commercial District Surveil, K command on top. Again, that should just be a GG's. Ugin plus draw. Unholy Heat on top of all of that. Let's ramp and scry draw, leaving back a red, I suppose? Yes. Let's play the forest as well. So, ramp, scry draw. I'm gonna leave back double green. Let's do that. X equals 4. Ugin, exile, Cavalier. Do I care about the Cavalier? I actually kind of do. Cavalier down. 4, 6. I'm going to say bottom all here. Draw. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In that case, I'm thinking we just heat the Bramble Familiar and call it a day. And go to combat. Swing at you. I mean, it's GG's next turn. I don't foresee a way of them getting out of this. You have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 mana as it stands. Storm. Oh, did you have that in Yard? I honestly did not see it. I'm going to be completely honest. I guess they did, since they cast a flashback. I looked at the Yard real quick, and I just did not see it. That's a whoops. Probably should have exiled that from Yard. Nisa, Kiora. Nisa finds... Because the Kiora is not doing much. Yeah, 1000% would have hit the storm had I noticed it. Finds Kiora. That's fine. You have... Untap Ronus, sure. You have to be careful here. No Nykthos, so you don't have enough mana to combo kill. You need to hit down the Ugin, because if you don't, you lose. Karn is still stuck underneath Flute regardless, so you need a Boseiju. We've seen 1, 2 Boseijus, and you probably only play 2. 3 would be a bit much, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't see a way of them winning here, despite me flubbing the storm in the Yard. Play on Guild Pact, could care less. And I think that's GG's. Alright, we will play our Forest, Ugin, -11, Devourer, Flute, Emrakul, Myco, Talisman, Ugin, and done. So we're going to start by kicking Mycos. So 1, 2, Myco kick your deserted temple, I suppose. Yield all. We'll grab a temple. Myco kick your forest. Yield all. Grab a temple. Myco kick a forest. Yield all. Grab a Bajuka Bog your yard. Yield all. Grab a Ugin target Kiora. Devourer. Ugin target. Devourer target. Yield all. Devourer. Ugin target. Devourer target. But we'll scoop it up. We'll take the win. Solid. Cool to see Nykthos being played more. It's the second time we played against it now. Again, might have to take a look at the deck, see if we can tune it. With that being said, we'll be back for match number 3. Alright, we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. I mean, it's workable. With like a soul land off top, we'll keep. We need to find ideally a soul land, but any untapped land will do. I guess we'll grab the gemstone. Not what I was looking for. Forest pass. I was hoping for a lab. We'll take it. Blood Crypt Shock 18 for Burning Inquiry. Well, shit. Okay. Street Race Cycle. Whiffs on the whiffs on Hollowed One in that case. I will Sanctum Rumble. Rumble for I'm gonna ask, why do I play Gemstone Caverns main? Because I could see it on the draw, and I'm on the draw 50% of the time, game 1. We can go Ice Till here, or Myco Spawn. Yes. Which you are on 50% of game 1s. Yeah, I think Ice Till or Myco. That's kind of interesting. I think I want to go Ice Till. Let's go Ice Till. And pass. And hold. Wooded Foothill, fetch 15 for another Burning Inquiry. So rude. Blazing Root Walla. Sure. Madness. What this? Detective's Phoenix swings for 3. Yep. We'll draw. So in that case, how do we want to proceed here with the Ice Still? Thinking Windswept Heath fetch for a forest. For a forest and Ice Till. I'll then go Ghost Quarter or Gemstone? Thinking Ghost Quarter so that we have access to the K command. As much as I do want to surveil, we'll go Ghost Quarter, mill a card, K return, and pass, and hold on the off chance it's relevant. Wooded Foothill fetch. This is definitely hollow one. There's the Mako, that's fine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, we have the Emrakul next turn, so this should be GG's, I think. We'll yield all. Yield all. Yep, we'll take the 3 in the air. Uh-huh. And draw. So in that case, let's go Windswept Teeth, mill a card. Let's fetch Windswept Teeth for a forest, mill a card. Let's play the Gemstone Quarter, or Gemstone Caverns, mill a card. And GG's. Yield all. And Sanctum of Ugin, yes. For, I suppose, either Sire or Myko. Thinking Sire. So do I sweep is the question. I don't need to. We can crash Blazing Root Walla and Mako into Emrakul. They have 3 cards in hand. I want to say no. No. And then our turn, Comrade. They have Vengevine, Burning Inquiry, Goblin Lore. We'll draw Detective's Phoenix. We can actually do some fun things here then. So how shall we proceed? Let's go to main. I will play Goblin Lore, though I should probably do it after combat. Yeah, let's do it after combat. So let's go to combat first. Go to attacks. Attack, attack. We block and block. Second main, we'll cast Goblin Lore. Draw 4, pitch 2 at random, and whiffed. That's kind of unfortunate. We'll cycle the Street Wraith. There's Hollow One. In that case, do we Inquiry or Looting? We can guarantee what we pitch with Looting. So in that case, Looting. Nethergoyf, Bowmasters. Don't care about either one of those. So I think we pitched the Inquiry and Hollow One. Yes. Inquiry and Hollow One. And pass. And pass. So you have Nethergoyf, Phoenix, Bowmaster. There's a Nethergoyf. You can then haste it and float it with the Phoenix. Yep, do what you need to do. It's a 7/8. And then you have one unknown card. Mako. Vengevine. And we will draw Ugin. Ugin's pretty good. We'll play the Sanctum, mill a card. And then I suppose we can Stomping Ground, mill a card. Yeah, I suppose. Stomping Ground Mill. And shock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, shock. Mill. There's the temple. Damn. I mean, at this point, we can just do what? I can exile the Nethergoyf with Ugin. Yeah, actually, we have the win here. East and Ugin. Ugin will target the Phoenix. Yield all. We'll say no. And if I will scoop it up, we'll take the win. Cool. Let's go to sideboard. We will bring in Dismember Heat. K-Return still seems decent, but it does require some setup. Bajigabog is still good. Ghost Quarter, I'm not sure if it's relevant here. This matchup is definitely a good example where Chrysalis would be better than Ice still. I'm going to say Quarter out, Rumble out. We'll keep the returns. I have no idea how many basics Ghost Quarter plays. Hand's a little bit slower but workable. We'll keep. And pass in full. Blood Crypt Shock, red for Mako. And passing. We draw, surveil, laptop, and pass. And pass. Red, looting. Draw 2, pitch 2, grow the Mako up to 3. The Mako is a pretty big threat. But they whiff on a land. We draw. Lab, Imprint, Ugin, cast Talisman, and I mean, next turn we have a kicked Mako. So they miss a land drop here. They're in danger. Mind you, this Mako is going to be pretty big. Surveil. Probably want to get rid of the black source rather than the green here. Paying cost 4. Detective's Phoenix floats the Mako, becomes a 6/6. Yeah, that's pretty good. Go down to 11. They have a clock on us for sure. Heat. Mako kick. Yep. Mako kick the Blood Crypt. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go Temple. We have Heat. We can't block right now. We'll pass and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually really helpful. Thank you. You have no idea how helpful it is. Up to 9, hollow 1. Go to combat. We're gonna wait for them to swing with the Mako. And then K command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ramp and exile the Mako. And done. Mako down. Go to end step and draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already hit our surveil, so we're just going to Wooded Foothills fetch for a forest. Return Ugin to hand and Ugin. Ugin, exile, Phoenix, yield all. I'll draw, gain 3, and pass. No attacks, and pass. Pretty good. Cycle a Street Wraith. Stomping Ground shock to 12. Bolt. Attack Ugin or attack me? Attack me down to 9. I mean, we're going to push ourselves back up to 12 if Ugin sticks on board, so I think you should probably have attacked on the Ugin, but maybe you're not confident in your ability to kill Ugin fast enough. We'll draw. Sire 7 death, we'll draw. Emrakul 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna go Emrakul here. Ease and Emrakul, no targets, yield all, and bonus scoop it up. We'll take the win. Solid. All right. Well, we'll be back for match number 4. All right, we're back for match number 4 on the draw for game 1. This is workable. Power plant, their Tron. Ease a map. We have a Ghost Quarter in hand. In that case, do we go Temple or Commercial District? The thing is, next turn we're not playing K commands. Yeah, we'll go Commercial District Surveil. Rumble top, pass, and pass. Next turn we have Ghost Quarter. We'll draw, Ghost Quarter, pass. Do you crack the map? Do you crack the map? You will draw, and then I Ghost Quarter power plant. We pass. Ghost Quarter. Waste. Phase change. Lab. Do you have a Karnon too? You do not. Save a Flesh Rake. We'll draw. In that case, we will Temple Rumble for a Temple. And pass. And pass. Next turn we have a kicked Myco. Mindstone Trigger, mana neutral, still have 3 mana. I mean, if you are missing your land drop, now's the time to crack map, right? There's the mine. We have the kicked Myco. Mindstone, mana neutral. We're down to 16, 2 in hand. We'll draw. I'd rather go to end step. Do you have a dismember? You do. Quite rude. We'll draw. There's Devourer. So in that case, we will non-kick a Myco. Yield all. Pick up another Ghost Quarter. And hold. End step. Before draw, we'll hit the mine and pass. Grab the swamp and upkeep. Do you have a K command? No, you're gonna crack the map. Find the temple. Keeping off a Tron at least. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. K command X equals 7. Pretty good. We definitely need to get rid of this Flesh Raker. So down to 8 as it currently stands. But if they find another K command, they win, yeah? Yeah, that Dismember was really good. Unfortunate. Three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Unfortunately, we're short in that regard. Three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Yeah, Fleshraker's good. Fleshraker just is a really good way to finish out games without having to deal combat damage, because it turns K commands into fireballs. Which is just too good to pass up, because if they found a K command here off top, they win on the spot. Because I'm down to 8. Opponent will top 5, bottom 2, and draw. What the fresh hell did I just walk into? Is this a Karn? Second Fleshraker? I'm so dead. Down to 6. I'm so dead. TKS? TKS pulls a K command. No, I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep. And this is why I like Fleshraker over Microspawn, because it's just a win condition. Takes them cool. We dead. Cool. Go to second main. Or not second main, second game. We bring in Flute, we bring in Heat. We can also bring in this member, cutting the K return in full, Bajuka Bogs out, Gemstones out, and run it back. We could bring in some number of fades, but we're going to rely on the World Breakers more. Brutal. Fleshraker good. Honestly, there's not much we can do about that. They just had too much acceleration too quickly. They must have found the Fleshraker off the top for the win, because they probably already had the TKS. There's no reason to play the TKS prior to the K command to set up the win, so makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, we're on the play for game 2. Hand's pretty mid unless we top deck something. We do get a look off the commercial district, but what do we want to find? Rumble, I suppose. K command's okay-ish. I think we mulligan though. Flute Ghost Quarter, but the hand has a very similar problem where we're top decking. The Ghost Quarter and Flute do offer a bit of interaction though, so we probably do keep this. And go... Yeah, we'll keep. Pitch a fetch. Done. Go. Forest. Sprawl red. And pass. And pass. If they play map on one, I think I flute it. Yeah, we'll flute it. We'll draw. Flute. Name Expedition Map. Wooded Foothill. Pass. Tower. Relic. Go to end step, fetch. Surveil. Relic target me. Yep. Yield all. Devour to yard. We'll draw. Ghost Quarter. And we Ghost Quarter now. Yes. We'll Ghost Quarter Power Plant now. And pass. Pulls a waste. Yep. And pass. Relic. We'll exile the Ghost Quarter. Power Plant. Oof. Fleshraker. Double oof. We draw. Temple. I will play the Misty here and pass. Do you have the mine? Fleshraker will hit me down to 17. Second main. 5 in hand. Temple for Karn. I'm in danger. Yield all. Yeah, I mean, there's a risk of fluting the map, but I think it was necessary. Karn -4. Imagine liquid metal. Yeah. Go to end step fetch for a stomping ground. Yeah, our hands are just kind of in mediocre, unfortunately. We'll draw Rumble. We will Rumble. There's Ice Still, there's Emrakul. We'll grab the Ice Still. Play Temple. Cast Ice Still. Do you relic me? I'm kind of hoping you do. So that way we can play the Windswept Teeth and mill. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because we do have Emrakul next turn if they don't interact my yard as it stands. My hope is that they relic me to try and cut me on this Misty Rain. That'd be my hope, at least. Exile's a card for my yard. I'll say yes and choose Devourer. I imagine the right play is to exile my yard here, but we'll Misty Rainforest, mill a card. K command to yard, and we'll pass. So they'll go liquid metal coating for sure. One, two, three, 4, 5 mana. 6 for Eldrazi. I have how many fetchables left? 2, 3 fetchables left. Karn -4 what? Battleship? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They imprint Battleship. So they're likely playing Ugin here. Yeah, shit. Ugin, target, Ice Still, yield all. Yield all. Ice Still down. They can still exile my yard to relic, and they can also go liquid metal. There's liquid metal, exile, sprawl, yield all, yield all. Hits the temple. You can also crack the relic at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Phase change. Attack down to 11. Go to end step. We'll fetch. Stomping ground tapped. And draw. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're short on Emrakul by 3. Yeah. Yeah. Ugin was pretty good there. Relic, target K command, and draw. Oh, that's so unfortunate. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Who? Yeah, I mean, I think at this point I scoop, to be honest. Yeah, I don't foresee a way out of this. We'll scoop it out. Concede. All right. Well, we'll be back for match number 5. All right, we're back for match 5 on the draw for game 1. Opponent mulligans down to 6. I'm going to reveal Gemstone and pitch. So I kind of want to keep the Ugin, but I'm thinking we pitch the Ugin, keep the Rumbles. Yes. Pitch the Ugin, keep the Rumbles, and pass. There's a mountain for Rag. Could be energy. There's Temple for Rumble. There's Myco. And pass and hold. Ragavan will attack. We will block. And draw. 'Tis another Rumble. We'll Rumble again. There is Sprawl. I will grab the Sprawl. Windswept Teeth, fetch for a forest. Sprawl for red. And pass and hold. Ragavan will attack. I will block the Ragavan. Bloodstained Mire, end step, and draw. There's Devourer. Misty Rainforest fetch for a forest and kick a Miko spawn. Hit the mountain, yield all, and if I will scoop it up, we'll take the win. Solid. Honestly, don't know if this is what deck this is. I do think Heat Dismember is probably relatively safe, though. We'll trim a Rumble. Not sure about the Ghost Quarters. We'll trim down or cut out the Ghost Quarters and run it back like this since we are going into the blind. It's opposed to my opponents on Zoo, but I can't say with any degree of certainty just seeing Mountain Rag. Could just as easily be energy, right? On the draw for game 2. Yeah, we can make this work. Kind of wish this temple was a lab, but c'est la vie. Excuse me. I will keep. But we'll get down to 5. And pass. Blood Crypt Shock. Blood Crypt. Thoughtseize? Now I really don't know what this is. Takes Rumble, Myco Spawn? Honestly, I don't know what you want to take here. I thought you want to take the Heat, so it's a Rumble, yeah, that would make sense to me. We'll draw. I'll Stomach Ground Shock regardless. Just hold up the Heat. Blue Delta for Thoughtseize number 2 takes the Myco. Yep. And passing draw. Temple. Talisman. Polluted Delta fetch for a spell snare? Or a consign? Neither. Surveil. I guess it could be like Rakdos midrange, I guess. 4, 5. We could draw into a temple, but I think we hold up the heat again. Bloodstained Mire, fetch 12. Is this Death Shadow? 3, Fable. Oh, heat. And pass. Draw. Emrakul. In that case, we can probably just tap down, but I guess they don't know what we have. So in that case, we'll go green, talisman, and pass, and we'll hold 2, 4, 6, 10. 3 short Emrakul, 1 short Sire. Would like an untapped land then. Bolt Mountain pitch, 2 fresh in hand. It's another Thoughtseize. Now it is a Kroxa. We'll pitch that Emrakul then. So yeah, this looks like Rakdos mid. Would love to see a Myco spawn then, so we can Bojuka Bog. Bloodstained Mire, fetch, Surveil? Why fetch now? I guess fetch Surveil, yeah. Bolt to yard. And draw. Devourer, we'll pass. 2, 4, 6, 1 short. So they play the Kroxa, we'll pitch the Sire so we can exile the Kroxa to Devourer ideally. Yep, there's Kroxa. Exile 6. Yield all. Pitch the Sire. Keep the Devourer. Marsh Flats. And draw. Misty Rainforest fetch for a forest. Fetch the Marsh Flats now, sure. Grab a forest and cast Devourer of Destiny. Exile the Kroxa and pass. And pass. No attacks. We draw. Myco kick. Myco kick. Hit the Blood Crypt. Grab Shifting Woodland. Lethal is now on board. No attacks. We'll stay on the defensive. Because now we can Shifting Woodland, target Emrakul, and just win on the spot. So, no reason to play aggressively here. We draw, Rumble, Shifting Woodland, targeting Emrakul. Green, green, 1, 2. And is that GG's? Go to combat. Even an Edict effect won't matter unless it's like a Soul Siphon. Attack. And opponent scoops it up. We got the win. Solid. Well, that will be a 4-1 win at the end of 5. Not bad at all. Our only loss being to Eldrazi Tron, which unfortunately our hands just were not favorable for that matchup. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. With that being said, that there will be the end of today's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback would be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my successes and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you're enjoying the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. However, if you would like to watch these videos recorded live, you can find me normally on Twitch Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST. Though I will be giving you guys a heads up, I'm actually going to be away for the better part of pretty much next week, starting Saturday at the very latest. As I will be attending a funeral in my more or less home state of Massachusetts. So I will likely not be live at least Saturday through, I don't know, maybe Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I'm going to try and record some more YouTube content for you guys. I might not be able to cover all the days, so I do apologize ahead of times for the lack of content or the content gap, but hopefully you guys are understanding. With that being said, though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.